the whirring of a helicopter, an aeroplane right outside or above your, like right outside your window or right above your roof. And she's like, stop. And I was like, what? And she's like, I'm getting chills. No, like seriously. And I was like, no, I'm being honest though. And she's like, all the time, Alana. She's like, every time I hear it, I start getting angry and my mood changes. And I was like, yeah, that's what they do to you.
I'll tell you
and
what.
I told her about it, and
Saturn.
she's like, I was like, it literally just takes the push of a button for them now. And she started, she's like, oh my gosh, like.
I'll tell you what I think is worse about it is it's like, you know how, you can feel how much it sucks for you, but then you think about how many other people that they're putting through worse on a constant and daily basis.
People
like
who don't know about it too.
No, but like half of the stories I've heard from like real survivors that actually came out of the cults and stuff like that. And it's like, bro, if you feel like you're on your deathbed, imagine seeing your own brother or sister get murdered in front of you and you still had to live with the people that did it for like 20 years. 20 plus years. Do you know what I mean? You feel like you're on your deathbed and this is like the worst you've ever felt. Imagine what their worst they've ever felt.
Bro.
Like, you know what I mean?
It doesn't compare.
Imagine the worst a fucking, like, an actual satanic ritual abuse victim has ever felt. Like getting forced to eat human shit and stuff like that. Like, it's different. That's why I'm saying, I'm not trying to say that, I'm not trying to put your thing on any less, and it doesn't actually help it a lot of the time. It makes it worse, because you're like, man, it's not only is it bad,
I did think
it
I
can
was
get
on my
worse.
deathbed though. I'm not saying, I'm not just saying that because like, oh, you know, have pity on me. Like, I'm actually telling you.
And I'm trying to say,
I literally thought I was gonna die.
No, and I'm trying to say, like, I'm not trying to make it like dismiss
your
pain, because it never worked for me when people said that. It's like, whenever someone's like, oh well, it could always get worse, it's like, that's not a good argument when you're trying to actually make someone feel better.
Yeah, it can always get better.
Yeah, it can always get better, right? But I think the thing is, like,
who would say that?
I think what I do,
that's not how you make anyone feel
you know how it's like meditate on the good things and stuff. I think it's almost as important to like pay close attention to what's happening in the world and what's happening in like to individuals, and listen to their testimonies and stuff, because I think if I let it go from my brain, like if I'm not thinking about it, like not saying not thinking about it, but if the information's not recently in my brain, where I watched it's like those kids I showed you the other day. If I don't keep that right fucking here, like stapled to my forehead literally, like if I don't keep that information right there locked in, and I could like not forget, but like I'm not thinking, you know, this is the world I'm living in, that's not there. Like, God only knows what stupid shit I can get up to when I don't know what like the actual like the goals and like what the enemy looks like. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's great to be good, like, because this is what I said to Mom. It's like the same thing with like showing, like bringing people into love. Like I do get it. Like you are supposed to go out there and, you know, preach the gospel to every creature, including animals. Like, no, seriously, you gotta preach it to the animals, right? Because bro, we'll be able to understand them better one day. Like up there.
I should have preached it to you.
There's animals up there. No, I have. The boys are there. The boys are still here. You don't see them, but they're here.
But we didn't preach the gospel to them.
I did. Gave them Doritos and like, you know
That's
what I
not
mean?
the gospel though.
It basically is, so. Bro, and but yeah, like showing people, like bringing people to love. How do I think of it like this? Just bringing people to love doesn't alert them, and it doesn't help them like to be aware of the danger that they could face. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just showing them the love, and this is where it gets harder as well, because it's like, how do you actually convince people that they need the love, right? How do you convince people that they actually need, you know, a heavenly Father, when there's nothing for them? There's no enemy that they can actually locate in their minds. Like, there's no threat. well, why do I have to believe in it? Why do I have to go to this love guy over here when my life's already fine? I'm not under any threat. Nothing bad's happening to me. I've got nothing to worry about. Why do I have to go to your little love house where you go talk about the love guy? You know what I mean?
Wait, what?
I'm saying, how do you attract... I think how you attract people to the love of God. Like, if you're just like, come, look at the love of God. We've got the love of God inside here, right?
Who's going to listen to that?
Do you see what I'm saying? Because they don't even think...
But no one says that.
How do you know that
no
you
one goes,
need
look,
it?
he's the love of
No,
God.
but they do, Alana, and they don't know.
Who says that?
Alana, but this is the thing. Unfortunately...
Never said that to bring anyone to God.
Look, I'm just saying the attitude, the general attitude. That is going to do less to convince people that they need to go there, because if their life is already pretty good, like, and they don't have that much that they're worried about.
It's people whose lives aren't pretty good that are easier to get to come to.
Well, I think
Christ.
Regardless, what actually points me closer to, oh, look at, like, you need this love of God over here. Why do I need the love of God? Ready? Because there's an actual physical enemy. They're blowing up kids in Maui, bro. Are you actually fully aware? Enough is enough. There's fucking the snake poem and venom in the fucking... You know what I mean? Like, bro... That we're gonna get enough weapons out, bro. He loves the snake poem. He loves talking about them like they're weapons. We're gonna have a very good vaccine. And this is Operation Warp Speed. We're gonna get out 200 million shots into every. We're gonna stick them right into the kids' veins. Like, that's how they talk. Do you know what I mean? They're like, take me in, oh tender woman. And then that snake gave her a vicious bite. Like, enough is enough, Alana. 1995, bro. Like, come on. This is where I'm like, when you actually can point out the fucking enemy to someone, that gets people running in the direction of, oh my god, I actually do need this. Like, there's no other answer that's going to protect me from this besides the one that you're showing me, the actual one that works and has always worked. Like, do you have a better alternative to the solution of they're fucking blowing up the kids in Israel, in Gaza, in Palestine? Like, they're blowing up all these kids. Do you have a better answer for that than the love of God? Or, you know, like... Because I think that's what doesn't convince people when they just think the world is fucking sunshine and rainbows and there's nothing bad going on behind the scenes. Everything's fine here. Like, there's nothing to worry about. You know what I mean? Everything's fine. Like, I don't need the love of God. Do you know what I'm saying?
God gave you a choice.
I wouldn't believe in God, I don't think, if I didn't see so much evil happening in the world. But I wouldn't need... It wouldn't be a necessity to.
But...
You know what I'm saying? I could just go to work and... You know?
I can't even look, just alright.
No, but you should think about it. Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
Okay, yeah. No.
Because without God, there can't be a devil, you know what I mean?
No, well, with the devil, there can't not be a God.
That's what I mean. Where there's evil and devil
God,
shit,
where the devil exists, God has to exist.
God, yeah.
Whereas the other way around, like, a world without the devil, why does it need God?
Yeah.
It doesn't. If the world had no evil
we'd
in
already
it...
be in heaven.
Yeah, and we'd all be living like
lives,
God, yeah. Like...
Alright. So true.
So therefore God. Because devil exists, therefore God.
Yeah.
Whereas if devil did not exist, no evil exists, like, why God?
But still, God would still exist.
And I think, why not God? You know, without devil, why not God? No reason why not God. We can still have God and good earth.
Just slow down.
Good earth, good...
I don't want to make my head pound again.
But I like to think, I'm not... Because I don't think, like... That's what I think Mum and everyone always gets confused that I'm throwing God out, like the baby out with the bathwater. It's like we can live in a good life. Oh, no, are you reading these? Read these, dude.
Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game, see the screen, set the clock to your favourite time. Go ahead, pick whatever time you want, even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. I'll let you know when I get back to the video game now.
Yeah, we're playing a video game. But yeah, I think...
What time?
I actually don't think society can get on without God, but I don't think that you have to live a shit life without him.
You always take God out of the process.
No. everyone always thinks that's what I'm doing. I'm just saying you can live a good life. I think you can actually live a good life.
Yeah, no,
like,
I know.
not necessarily wrapped and involved in God 24/7.
Yeah, no, but it doesn't mean you're always...
Well, I don't think we can breathe without God. How does that make, you know what I mean?
I'm saying.
No.
Like, I don't think you can always live without God ever.
I don't think you can actually even
I don't think
conceive
there's
of
any point,
functioning,
Yeah, I
no,
don't
there's
think there's
no
any
point.
point to even making a point of there being no God.
You won't be able
I
to
think-
see your ancestors.
I think there's just, there's zero sense in making equations that don't include God because He is real.
No, but I think just like I think people have a
it's all
preconception
pointless.
that like
No, I think it's pointless.
that people
to
that
not
don't
include
have
Him.
God aren't good people. Do you know what I mean?
No, I
think
never
there
said
is.
that.
No. I'm not saying you
And-
said that, but I'm just saying I think there is a large Christian consensus. Like, if you're not saved, you're not saved yet. Some
Like,
people are
if
like
you-
that.
If you're not saved, then
Some
that's
people,
scary for you,
some are
like,
judgmental.
but
Like
it's
some are
not-
like, oh,
it's
she's
not-
got tattoos. Is she really? You know what I mean? That's how people are. I'm not like that. Do you think I'm like that?
No.
But do you think that there's no one out there like that?
Yeah, but I'm just gonna be like,
No-
stuff
no one
you,
like that
but Me
exists.
and God are good. Like, me and God have made our amends. Like,
Yeah, but I'm not making amends with those judgmental Christians. Fuck them. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's
I
like,
feel like
oh, you had sex outside of marriage. Oh, do you
Liam.
drink? Do you smoke? Like, you know
Liam,
what I mean?
can
Like,
you just
fuck people
calm
like that.
down?
No, but don't you
but
hate
I'm just
people
saying,
like that?
you're going, everyone's so judgmental, but you're also going, people can live good lives. Do you really think there's people living a good, godly life without God?
Yeah, I actually think there are. I think there's a bunch, way more than you probably think there are.
Who at least, like,
I mean, way more than there
people
probably.
who don't lie, people who aren't humble.
Yeah, no. They
Humble.
are, but they probably are humble. They just don't need like
Probably.
they don't need this to do it. Like they don't need. Oh, which verse? Like I don't think that there's people. Like I'm not saying that. I'm not saying. I'm not throwing
You're
in.
gonna give me
Throwing
a
them out.
headache, Liam. Just calm down.
I think it's just hard for me to
Please.
get. I think it's hard for me to get my point across a lot of the time with that emotional inflection because that's how humans communicate. Whereas if this was all text, you wouldn't understand what the fuck I'm talking about.
No, I do.
No, that's right. I'd be like, what? You think you can be good without God? You're fucking crazy. I'm just saying, by and large, by
I'm just
example.
saying it's less likely.
No, because I think it's just the same all the way across the board. The same way you don't have to be a Christian to be a good person. A lot of Christians are shit. True? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Far
See?
out.
Yeah, exactly. Just live in the real world, bro. I'm sorry I'm waking you up to reality and shit, but like...
But it's like, I just want...
Yeah, I wish it was all perfect. I wish we were living in fucking sunshine and rainbows every day.
There's gotta be good people out here.
I wish the sun shines out of everyone's assholes, you know what I mean? I wish that's how it was with everyone. And everyone's fart smelled like a bunch of fluffy ducks and... There was no more pollution. No more sicknesses. You know what I mean? I wish, yeah. Don't you wish we were in that world?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say that is the necessity to being a Christian though, because that's the only way you can believe in that.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna go see all my ancestors, like, and we're all gonna live together forever, like me and my great grandpa all the way back to Adam,
Yes.
and it's gonna be a big happy family. Like, sounds good, hey. You know what sounds bad?
Isn't that all
Anything,
ancestors
everything
that-
besides that, yeah. Fucking love Moses and shit.
all the ancestors that, you know, were good.
Yeah, Moses.
Ouch. Ouch.
Bro, I'd love to chill with Moses, bro. You know what I mean? Let my people go. I'd love to see that guy, you know? You know that guy that killed Goliath? I'd be so mad to hang out with that guy, bro.
Yes. Yes.
Even though I've got to say, a bit of an L. He took a bit of an L with that whole Bathsheba thing, but
Who's Bathsheba?
yeah, exactly. So you got to look into this stuff, man.
No, I haven't heard about Bathsheba.
Yeah, yeah. That's when he took the L. See, the Goliath's head, that was the W, but Bathsheba was the L. He took a big L on that one. And you know who was cooler than David, IMO? And cooler than Moses. Like, oh, I don't know. Moses is pretty cool, bro. Moses is pretty up there. Moses is based. Joshua. Joshua killed more kings than any Israel king, I think.
Isn't he evil though?
No, Joshua was the guy that took them into the promised land. He's like, trumpets, and then the walls fell down.
Yeah.
And then you know what he did after that? After they took it, he went around to like 13 other countries, to all these other empires, and he fucking killed them and cut their heads off, and he took all their heads.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
He was fucking mad back in those days, when he was just gallivanting around, killing all the evils.
Should I buy a horse? And a gun.
You should buy a car.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on the desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them.
But a car's only so
This is what
reliable
employee 427 did
as
every
to
day.
where I can buy gas from, you know what I mean? When they're on
Yeah, so everywhere.
Others might
Yeah,
have
but
considered it
if
so
gas thing comes
Are you going to be able to get hay everywhere?
yeah, you can pretty much get grass wherever you go. Hay is dried long grass.
was
And can you ride your horse on the road?
Yes.
And then
Currently.
one day, something very peculiar.
Yes.
On the highway?
Something
Not on the
that
highway,
would
but
forever
next
Can you...
to it. Yes.
Alright, here, I'm going to put it like this. Can you take a cross-country trip on your horse? Can you actually make it to Melbourne on your horse?
when he realized that not one
Right.
single order had arrived on the monitor.
No, would you actually go see the cousins on your
Give him
horse?
instructions. Call a
Not
meeting.
currently.
Kind of
but
used to say,
in
yeah.
post-apocalyptic terms.
Yeah, but think about now. Think about now.
Yeah, I keep it in the
Don't think too much about future hypothetical situations in the future. But right now,
I'd love
how good is it?
So unable to move for the
I'd
longest
love to be
time.
able to ride a horse.
But as he came to his
Practicality, it's a lot of work to
Yeah, but
maintain.
when do I ever
You gotta
go
clean
to
up the
Melbourne?
shit. You gotta
When
clean
we
up
go
the
to
shit.
Melbourne. Yeah.
My car doesn't shit itself.
Yeah. I'm not talking to get to and from like work. Hello, I'm not gonna ride a horse to work. I'm just saying like.
You just want a horse. You just like... Friendship is magic. You just want a pony. You're just a little girl.
You're so mean.
You're a
to
little
me.
baby girl. No, you're a girl. It's okay. We love you. You can get a pony. We'll get you a Shetland pony.
No, fuck off.
I'll buy you a pony.
I don't want to.
No, I'll buy a pony. Oh, look, I'm not saying don't get a Shetland pony.
I don't
Definitely
want a
get a
Shetland
Shetland
pony.
pony. Why not? They're so cute.
I can't ride them anywhere.
Look, you're missing it. Look, this is the game.
You play.
No, this is it. Are you fucking with me? Look. You don't know what
all
to do
his
yet.
co-workers were gone.
His co-workers are... Yeah, where are his
Stanley decided to go
co-workers?
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We've missed the memo, guys. We've got to talk to the boss. Alright, where's the boss of this place? 422, 426, 425. We've got 4... I love this 420 room, bro. In that room, everyone was just getting blazed.
The 420.
Yeah. See, everyone's getting blazed in this room, yeah. See, oh, we're not invited. Oh, we're not invited to Weed Day.
Wasn't this where I came from though?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So going into the one on the right.
I mean, Stanley did enter the door on his left, so I guess we're doing what Stanley would do. You're Stanley, by the way. So, like, it's up to you. Like, whatever you think Stanley should do, you should do whatever you think Stanley should do.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
A broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I can't stress this enough. Just, like, put yourself in Stanley's shoes, okay? What would Stanley do? Get a tattoo of what would Stanley do. If you were Stanley, would this be okay? Because the boss knows what the boss says
Because
goes.
the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose.
Boss. Come in, boss. Boss!
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark
Do you want some
secret
Red
was
Bull
being
or a
held
V or a V and a Red
What he
Bull?
could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
The secret keypad. There's a secret keypad somewhere.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Up or down?
Lick this. Lick this. Lick this.
Descending deeper into the building,
What is it?
Stanley realized he felt a bit
No,
peculiar.
milk's not good for
It
me.
was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as
This is my mum, but it's
What is it?
worm tablet.
Worm tablet?
Yeah, worm
the
tablet.
nature of his job.
It's meant to have both of them.
When for years it had never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered for long.
I think she did.
He's trying to lick me.
I think she did. I think she put it in a honey. Yeah, Oscar. Look at me, Oscar. Look, shake him on.
Oh, what's that? What's Liam got?
Shake him on.
A shakema. A shakema, Busky. Call him again. Oh, I forgot what he said.
He said this will not go unanswered. I want to know why. We all do. Why would Stanley's boss do this to us?
Because he's an evil. And he's got his own underground lair.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Wait. But it says I wouldn't walk right into it, surely.
Do you see what I'm telling you,
I'd
Alana?
walk to the
Look, I'm
left.
trying to tell you. Look.
I said he's got an underground dump of his own.
No, but that.
Yeah.
What have I been trying to tell you, Alana?
I don't know. Lots of things, including. Well, I said to Mum, I literally.
Just be careful of all of your thoughts and feelings. that you're not being, affected by any external.
Well, I was, because you know what I was
extracurricular.
doing the whole time when I couldn't sleep for 3 days straight? Praying to God that it would reject every single thought.
See, what do you think that's trying to do?
We cast you out of here. You have no dominion here.
No, just die.
We're going to trample on you.
No, just fucking get your head
We're
cut
going
off.
to trample on you into dust.
No, fuck that. I hope you get raped in hell.
We're going to get you.
I hope you get fucked by 1,000
So it said
dicks.
he walked straight through these doors. and then it says escape right here.
I mean, that's a very harsh standpoint to take, but I honestly do believe that, like, Hitler's getting raped in hell, bro. If anyone's getting raped in hell, it's Hitler. Or any of those fucking creeps, bro.
Any of you guys.
Yeah, Nazis. KKK members, you know what I mean? Fucking peddlers and freemen.
And I don't get how they can be... Listen to that. They can be so close. But then... But then when you go outside, they're nowhere near, and you can't see anything. You know what I mean?
No. You gotta look into the technology. They got.
Just
do you know what sound?
UFO floating zoomers.
But you know they can do like sound sound displacement and stuff like with sonar and shit like that. It's microwaves, bro. Like you got to think of it like they've got base cannons that they can shoot. Like it's a sound wave. They can shoot a sound wave into your stomach and make you throw up. Like, and you wouldn't know what hit you. Like, you'd hear it. You'd hear like a low frequency, but like. You would feel it before you fucking even know what you're hearing. Like, there's heaps of shit like that. Like, there's heaps of fucking... Bro, microwave always...
So do I go escape or walk in?
Yeah, go into...
All of me is wanting to escape.
Well, I mean...
I wouldn't walk into this place.
But this is your first time, so yeah, I guess you're doing this, Stanley. Into the mind control. We're just seeing what it's like to be MK Ultra.
I don't want to walk in. Yeah, the doors are shut.
It puts the lotion on its skin. Alright, let's get this transorbital lobotomy.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, it says it on the door, mind control facility.
Yeah, but we don't know what that entails. It could be like
Mind control.
sensory deprivation, LSD, could be fucking, 5G radiation. It could be all these things.
Now
It could be
monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh my god, who do we work for? Stanley, your life is a lie. What have you been doing this? How old are you, Stanley? How many years have you wasted? Ah, Stanley, no. No, do it. Go, Stanley.
Listen this way.
No, that's what you can. We're gonna go to the next one. What's the next button do? I like how they conveniently set out these buttons to tell you, though. Thanks, narrator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
And I'll tell you why.
Had he been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Nah, but now what you got to be thinking, because look, if you really want to LARP as Stanley, like we're doing a full role playing as Stanley right now, I'm LARPing Stanley. I have become Stanley, Alana. Listen to me. What would Stanley do? Stanley would say this. Even this facility that you just walked into,
no.
Why
he
is it...
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
No.
his own life.
You should have let me talk. I was going to tell you, dude.
Never.
Oh no, now we're having an existential crisis. Oh, Stanley can't take it. It's too much to accept.
His entire life utterly blind to the world.
Oh no, Stanley, don't lose your ego. No, ego death.
Was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad.
No,
or
but yeah, I'll
content.
tell you the funniest thing about this scenario.
Eating,
So you
working,
walk, Alana,
all
you
of
walk
it
away from your
monitored and
desk.
commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
But before you do that, please,
Would
before we turn it
dismantle
off,
the
okay?
controls once and
You just
for
walked
all.
away from your desk, you went to the boss's office. You opened the boss's office, and then you found the secret entrance, and it says in big letters, Mind Control Facility. And then you walk in, and there's a big room with 1,000 TVs. You press a button, and it shows you everyone's life being monitored. And it was all conveniently written and set up for you to find. So, like, wouldn't
too
you...
good to be true.
Yeah, wouldn't you just be like, nah, fuck this, I'm just walking, I'm just leaving. Like, this is
That's
cool,
what I
I
said.
like all this cool display.
That's what I said. I was like,
Right.
should we just escape?
Right, no, or go back to work and just pretend you didn't see it. Like, either one. You know what I mean? Who cares? It's just a big mind control facility, I guess.
What do you mean, who cares?
Put it here, turn it
You're
off.
telling me after all these
Then
years...
turn it off, it's
After
fine.
all these years of you telling me this shit, if this was your workplace, you'd just be like, yeah, alright, whatever.
No, I'm just saying,
No.
I would
You'd take it
I would
there.
ask more questions about why they wrote mind control facility than actually accept that it is a mind control facility. I'd be like, did you really put that sign up? I'd be like, did you really call it that? Like, you couldn't have called it a better name. You couldn't have like called it something like you know, using like you use the
No, because
when
they're
they
done.
a euphemism, like you make it a euphemism and you just call it like, you know, learning center, you know, alternative learning center, or you could have called it church. Do you know what I mean? You could have called it church. You didn't have to call it like. There's so many better ways you can write this. Right. Come on, Stanley. This is 100% worth price of admission. I played this so long ago,
When
like when it
at last
first
he found
came
the
out.
source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put
Yeah, and because we want to choose on, right? We want to control it now. I am the puppet master. I have the power. No, turn it off then. You killed your mind control. I love this so much, bro.
and a rising chill of uncertainty.
A rising chill.
He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Go,
Unshackled
Stanley,
himself
go.
from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Yeah, so walk
Perhaps
out
his
on this
goal had not been to
conveniently placed
understand,
ramp over here.
but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Yeah, except walk down this exact specific ramp that we've placed here for you. Walk down and go walk exact, yeah.
Stanley stepped.
You've beaten the mind control.
I haven't.
I promise you've beaten it. There's no more mind control after this, I promise. You press the button, it's definitely over.
Breeze upon his
This is all real now.
the feeling
This isn't
of
mind control.
liberation.
No, this is
Immense
so
possibilities.
weird.
This game's best,
I'm
bro.
saying
This
you
game is
walk
so
into the mind
good.
control facility, there's no way out, bro.
No, it's off. You turned it off. Look,
There's
I promise
definitely
this is it. No, it's
Set
over.
this up just for him.
Stanley was
Ah,
happy.
yeah. It's over. No more mind control. I promise. I promise. I swear to God.
Sure. Can't take this.
Alright, next psyop. Let's go to the next one.
What?
This game is so
All his
perfect, bro.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah, go,
Stanley
go,
decided
go.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
The perfect game doesn't exist. Oh, it does. They made this. They made this. I think this was a mod in Half-Life 2. Like, this was a mod for a game.
Stanley came to a set of two
But
open
it's just
doors.
too good.
He
It's
entered
too
the
good to
door
be
on his
true.
left.
If I go to the right.
Yeah, fuck the
This
guy.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the but eager to get back to business.
Yeah, it was worth the
Stanley took
detour
the
after
first
all.
open door on his left.
Oh, he took the door on his left, did he? Oh, he did, huh?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Hey, so you're Stanley, bro. This is
Yet there
what
was not
Stanley
a
was.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs.
Do you
to
see
his
how many
boss's
choices you
office.
have? Can you see where all the choices are now? Can you see all of the relevant
Stanley
data?
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No,
Yeah,
Stanley said to
Yeah,
himself,
there's no
this is
stairs
all
there.
too
Bro, I
strange.
think this
This can't
game
be
is the
real.
perfect
And at last,
setting
he
for
came
anyone
to
that's
the
ever been in an
conclusion that
office.
had
Like
been on
anyone
the
that's
tip
ever
of his
worked in an
tongue.
office,
He
this
just
game is the
hadn't found
perfect
the
setting
words
for
it.
this.
I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an
There's no
explanation.
stairs, Liam.
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Where the
And he thought to himself, I
stairs?
suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job
I
pushing
can't find the
buttons.
No,
stairs.
listen. He thinks I'm not dreaming. Yeah, he goes, I'm dreaming or I'm not
Imagined
dreaming.
himself
I'm still
flying
lucid.
and began
Yeah.
to gently float.
Do you think you're dreaming? Look, you're floating.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself.
No, that's what people see on DMT. I've
Why
never
is there a
No, I
voice
don't
in
wanna
my
do that.
head
Fuck that.
dictating
Tell me that
everything that I'm
happened to
doing
you.
and thinking?
It's happened to
Now
people
the
I
voice
know.
was
It's
describing
happened to
itself being
it happens to a
considered
lot
by
of people in
Stanley, who
fucking
found it
DMT.
particularly strange.
They feel like they get just sucked out through the universe.
Describing me,
Maybe
thinking
it's
about
dumb
how it's
mind
describing
control.
my thoughts.
Well, I know a lot of
And
people
while he
see the
thought it all
fucking
very
entities on
odd,
them,
and
and that's why
wondered
I'm
if
like,
this voice
not
spoke to
actually,
all
like,
people
I don't
in
really
my
care.
dreams.
Like, I don't give a
I
fuck
would
about
never
it.
want to do that.
This was not a dream. How could it be?
I've
Was
thought,
Stanley
like
so
I've
No.
thought about I would like
Believing
maybe
that
try it in the right setting because my
No.
mate goes you could people don't use it the right way.
Stanley
Like
is
it's
as
supposed to
awake
like
right
you're supposed to
now
see God
as
and you're
he's
supposed to
ever
talk to
been in
God,
his
No,
but like you
that's
don't
a
need
lie.
it to do that.
No,
Yeah,
you
Can't, I
exactly.
don't think
These words
it's
are
not.
shock to
That's
Stanley.
not how you
After
see
all,
God. I
he knew
think
for
it would
certain,
be
beyond
quite
a
the
doubt,
opposite.
that this
That's how
was
you
in
see
fact
the
a
devil.
dream.
Well,
Did
that's
the
what I'm
voice not
saying.
seem
Do you know
to
Joe
make the
Rogan and all
magical
those
stars
people?
just a moment ago? How else would the
No,
voice
this is what I'm saying. But
This
this
voice
is why
was a
the
part of
education.
himself
For us
too.
to make
This is why
Surely,
the
if he
education
Like,
about
the
it.
devil would have come
I'll
up to
tell you
him.
why the education about
He
it
would
matters
prove
is because
that
that's
he
what they
was
all
in
say. Is
control,
fucking Joe Rogan
that
says
this
he
was a
sees the
dream.
clockwork elves, the fucking
he
jesters.
Yeah, that's not.
Alex Jones says that they all see them when they do them, and it's like they come out of the
He
bushes
invited himself
like
to
teddy
wake
bears
up.
picnic,
Press of
bro.
the mattress on his back. The fresh air of the world outside this
The
one.
DMT's the worst. Kids don't do the DMT. Or maybe deal with the devil on
I'm through
DMT.
with this dream. I wish
Brett
it
told
could
me
be
he
over.
did fucking
He
deal with the devil.
invited
Back to my
himself to
job.
wake up.
Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Bro,
Please.
that's how it
It's
worked
all I
in
want.
dreams. I remember I was
I
dreaming.
want my
and it was a
apartment,
really
and
bad
my
dream. I was
wife,
stuck in a
and my
place
job.
with all these
All I
terrible
want is my life
looking
exactly
celebrities
the way it's always
after I
been.
was in the underground dumps.
My life is normal.
And I would not wake up.
I am normal.
It doesn't work like that. You
Everything
can't
will
just
be
close
fine.
your eyes in a dream and wish yourself awake.
Okay.
You can pray in dreams. I've prayed in many of my dreams, but oh, I'm still here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, gosh. This is so bad.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got
You
dressed,
decided
took her
this is the way you wanted to
belongings,
go.
and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the
This
street.
is the choices you made this
Although
time.
she had
Then
soon
collapsed
turned to
dead
call
on the
for
sidewalk,
ambulance,
Stanley's
for just
dead.
a few brief moments, she considered the strange
Yeah,
man.
because you didn't go to the
He
office,
was
you
obviously
didn't.
crazy.
You went downstairs
This
to the
much she
basement.
knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
Do you
It
though,
was comforting to
Mariella?
think this.
Do you
And
really?
in a certain way,
Do you know what's in
seeing
your
this man
boss's
made her
office in
feel
his
better.
underground basin?
But then she remembered
Clearly
the meeting
you
she had
don't know
scheduled
what's
for
real.
that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would
Would
affect
affect their career,
by
yeah.
extension,
The very important people.
She had no time for this.
Yeah.
So it was only that
She had no time for
staring
death.
down at the body.
She had no time
And
for
then she
a poor
turned and
man
ran.
She turned and ran.
who's just been.
Great, that was tremendous.
Bro, that's horrible.
That was a great ending.
Is it more than your job's worth, really?
Yeah, it's not
Is
really.
attending to a human?
Well, once you called the ambulance, like, I guess you don't have to stick
It
around.
didn't say she called the ambulance. She just turned the other way and ran. Oh, I'm in control of my mind. See you later. I've got a big
Yeah,
meeting.
hey, that's actually pretty
savage.
fucked
She
up.
didn't call the ambulance or nothing.
But you got to think. Imagine
She
how many
looked at him
people
dead on the
do.
roof
No,
and goes,
but
oh,
in
yeah,
real
what a
life,
shame.
okay,
Let's start
no.
not insane.
Let's transfer it to real life. If you saw
All
a
this
body on the
time
street, how many
was
people do you think saw
What
that
could it
body
mean?
before you and didn't do
Stanley
anything?
decided to go to the meeting room.
was
Perhaps he had
the
simply
only
Like,
missed
but
a
do you
memo.
think she was the first? Do you think she thought she was the first person to see him?
Oh, new content?
Because,
What does
bro,
that
if
mean?
I saw a body on the street, I'd get a fucking
New
1,000
content?
people
Do I go
out
to
on
new
the street.
content?
Or you can go.
Oh,
What did you do?
I'm scared.
Where did you go?
It said new content on the door.
Where are we right now? Well, this is the Ultra Deluxe edition,
Hello,
so.
and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Feels sick.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The
I
Stanley
just
Parable
want to
Ultra
kill.
Deluxe
I'm just
features
be out for
exciting new
blood at
content
this
that
point.
broadens and
exciting new
expands the
content.
world of the Stanley
More
Parable,
game.
delighting audiences
Yay.
the world over.
This is
Please,
tremendous.
step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra
Oh, new
Deluxe.
content behind this door.
Oh,
Great,
this
let's
sounds
go.
delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Yeah, I'm ready. What's it gonna be? It's better actually be like if this is like just Doom. If you just go on and it just turns into Halo right now, that would be the best thing
Nothing
ever.
special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
No.
Bro, I hope this just turns into like High on Life.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
I feel ill.
I feel like I'm ready for the new content. I've never seen this before.
Initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
It's just like watching a review of already reviewed. I already liked this game before, I like it more.
The jump circle?
Yeah, jump in the circle. Jumps remaining. Let's do it, see what happens. Yeah, pumping out. No, quicker, do it quick.
Go back there.
No, because we're almost halfway done, look. Once begun is half done, let's do it. Yeah, 20. Okay, look, 15, look, 15, we're halfway. You just want to see what it does. Look, you want to see what it does, come on. You 10 away. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, what is it going to be? Don't stop now. Oh, what? And that was it. Okay, we did the jumps.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator.
This is just for volume control purposes.
No, this is just for the new stuff.
They want us to submit.
No, I want to see what else is in this game.
Elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
I don't know
If
what
this
to
is new
comply.
content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the
Mount
box.
Olympus,
The
but yeah.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over
No
1,000
doubt that's what
hours
Mount
of new
Olympus
content.
means then.
And every...
Because,
wait.
the gods from Mount
There's more.
Olympus, like, that's what it's
Very
for,
good.
the Olympics.
Yes.
'Cause it's like,
I knew there had to be
like,
something else.
Well,
the
Let's
gods,
see.
yeah.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
Are you like the Greek gods, bro? Be like Zeus and Apollo and Aphrodite and what's the wine one? There's that dude that drinks wine, Bacchus, big Bacchus. Be an Olympian. Be a Bacchus Olympian.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm
See, I told you, it's hard to make games, like, not everyone can do it
Twitter
anymore.
and hold them
It's hard to make
personally
video
accountable.
games.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
No, give me the new content. That was it.
What is this?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
I want to go in the vent. Now the walls are talking to me.
Oh, bro, so good.
No.
What do you mean? This is
It's just terrible.
Look, I just want to help Stanley, okay? I'm doing this for him. Oh, we went in the vent.